Hey you guys, it's your girl Beauty with Mika, and I have a full Charlotte Tilbury wear test and first impressions and review for you guys. So first up in the category is our Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. I'm in the shade Me 15 Neutral. Second up is her setting powder. This is her Skin Micro Powder setting powder in shade number 3. So this is what it looks like. I know you guys are like, girl, stay tuned for the end of the video. Second but to last is her Magic Away liquid concealer. I am in the shade 15 Dark. And on my lips, you guys see me haul this in my recent Sephora haul, is her Unleash Me lip gloss in the shade, it's just Unleash Me. And on my eyes, just so you guys can see what this palette looks like on my eyes, because I know you guys probably have some questions, is the Huda Nudes medium palette. This is what this palette looks like. You guys know I've already hauled Rich, so I wanted to go ahead and grab medium. Don't forget to thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think at the end of this video. What are your thoughts on this foundation? Will you purchase it? Will you not? What do you overall think about it and about this powder? Because this powder has been a topic of question. Till then, I'll talk to you guys soon. Stay blessed. Let's go ahead and get started. So I have in the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Fusion Foundation. I'm in the shade 15 Neutral. And I did go ahead and get a sample of this at Sephora before the sale. So I knew I wanted to try it out. And it was really good, like when I tried the sample. So this is what it looks like. I do have all of my ideas if you want to know like which shades I'm in to color match, that I'll put them, they're all in the description box so you guys can know. This is what the packaging looks like. Also, I do want to go ahead and try out just the concealer itself. So in the concealer I have 15 Dark, and I didn't try out the concealer, but I heard it was really good and I'm a fan of concealers. So this is what it looks like. I feel like it's going to be more of a highlighter shade. Now, this has been talked about way before this foundation came out, and I definitely want to give this a try. This is her Airbrush Flawless Finish Complexion Perfecting Micro Powder. It only comes in 3 shades. I had to pick up mine at Nordstrom, so I got it in Dark 3 because Sephora was sold out. I think this is going to be really good. We'll see. But I was informed by the girl at Sephora to only use this to set under my eyes, so we're gonna try that. And then I did get a lipstick shade from her, which is Unleash Me. This is the only lipstick shade I wanted, because honestly I didn't buy any lipsticks this year, which is not an excuse to buy anymore, but I did. And then I know you guys have heard me talk about this in my recent haul video, so I did go ahead and try out the Huda Beauty medium. This is her Nudes medium. I also have Rich, so I did show a comparison in my Sephora haul video, which you haven't watched. I'll post a link so you guys could see why I decided to go with medium. And this was recommended by my friend Will Works for Products and my sister to definitely get this before the sale. So we're gonna go ahead and start with the foundation. I've already primed, I've already moisturized. I did get a question in my last video, why do some people actually do their skincare or prime before the video? I honestly do my skincare part of my routine. I feel like I will give you guys a separate skincare video showing my fall routine. Do have another one, which I'll post the link to that one, so you guys could definitely check that one out. But most people, if you're not wearing makeup, you definitely want to take care of your skin. So I always moisturize and prime, which I've done. So I've done all that off camera because I feel like everybody's routines is different. Plus we all use different products. If you just want to see me do a base routine, let me know. I do have a couple of videos coming out showing you guys just another morning routine also. So let's go ahead and get started. Now I'm going to use the NYX 37 brush. This is more of their slanted brush. I got this one at Ulta, which I always get my brushes at. And some lint, okay. I don't feel like you need a lot of this, so I only did 2 pumps. Just so I can spread it out evenly. And I did color correct under my eye because I just have a thing about color correcting under my eyes. And I'm actually, see, it's bringing it down. I'm gonna drag this over my eyes, even though I did prime them, just so we could see. So it's supposed to give an airbrush flawless look. I feel like, let's see, I did like the look of this because it gives more of a natural finish. I do want to go back in and use one more pump, just because I want a little bit more coverage. So let's see. And let me know what you guys think about these videos. I try to do them because honestly, there's been so many new foundations out, and I try to definitely keep my foundation collection down to the bare. And I'm also loving more of natural radiant looks recently. I love a matte look. That will always be my go-to staple. But I feel like I need to come out the box. So that's what it looks like with 3 pumps. Now that did give some more coverage as I build it up. This is supposed to be a medium to full coverage look. I have a thing about having I call this my side contour, which is basically a hyperpigmentation right there and over here. And I feel like if foundations can typically cover that, I'm good on. So let's go ahead. Normally I would do my eyes after this, but I'm gonna go ahead and we're going to use the concealer along with the setting powder. So the concealer we're gonna go ahead and use, and then we're gonna set it with the powder. Okay, so the concealer I got is dark 15. I got mine at Sephora, and it's a twist tap. Ooh. You only want to use a little bit. I only want to use a little bit. With these things, you can get a little out of control. Okay, are you coming? Please don't tell me you're broke. Okay, I see you. That was a lot of twisting to get some product out. And you can see now, like, this is actually twisting up, so. Now I'm not sure if you can see it, like it's coming up right there. Whoa, okay. Girl. Okay, so that's what we're gonna start with first. Yeah. And I'm not gonna twist it any more than that, honestly, because that was just enough already. And I'm bringing it right out here. I'm going a little bit under, some more under my eye, and bring it right out here, because when I blend it out, it's going to go into that outward spot. And I'm going to use my Real Techniques complexion sponge. This one I actually have recently loved the most out of. I actually like this one a little bit better than my beauty blender, so I did wet it so you can see what it looks like. It is very damp, so I'm trying to make sure that it's, and I'm just buffing this out. I feel like with this concealer, it's giving me a natural looking finish. I'm looking into my mirror over here, and I feel like it's just a natural finish. I mean, it did cover up any dark circles that I have, but I feel like the foundation does that also. So I'm not really sure. Let's give this a try. This does not come, I'm gonna use the powder. It does not come with a sponge, so I'm gonna use my Morphe E8 brush, and I'm just going to tap this into my under eye, because I was informed that the best way to use this powder is under your eye to set, not so much of like this wasn't recommended to use as an all over face powder, at least for women of color. That's what she told me. Now if there are someone that does recommend using it all over, let me know. Also, she did tell me you could do it in like your T-zone area, anywhere pretty much where you're gonna highlight. And I get oily straight down my little T-zone, so I do like that. And tell me, do you guys prefer setting your under eye with a sponge or a brush? I noticed that I'm getting better setting with sometimes a brush, and then I also do it sometimes with my beauty blender, whichever sponge I'm using. So let me know what you guys think, because I can go back and forth, but I have a habit of doing it with my sponge. That's what I will say. So far, this did mattify whatever had any shininess, because you guys can see my forehead was shiny. And maybe because I put some oil on my hair, I don't know, but my nose and my under, I will say it did set that concealer really good. So that's a plus. Now I'm gonna go ahead and speed up this look. I'm gonna zoom in so you guys can actually see me use the Huda Nudes palette in medium. And I'm just going to do a really simple eye look. I'm going to pretty much try to mimic what I did, a look that I wore last week. And I'll go ahead and get back to you guys with the final look. Alright you guys, so I finished off the look. I feel like that the setting powder is giving me more of like a highlight under my eye. You let me know what you think. I was a little cautious about this, but looking real good. So this is the look I created. I wanted to come back. I did set my foundation. I set the foundation with my Makeup Forever Duo matte powder, which has been discontinued. I'll post everything that I used in the description box. Pretty much is everything from my Shop My Stash for the final year. I did kind of light, but I wanted to come back on and show you guys this lipstick, this lip gloss. It's called Unleash Me, and I am not gonna use a liner because it's more of like a glossy form, but this sucker is thick. And I like that it gives some color. Yeah. This is just enough. Like, if you want a night look, even daytime, I will wear this in the office. But I will say it's thick. So this is the final look. I do like with the Huda medium palette, I will say that I can see why it was recommended to get this one, because it does give you a little bit of more of a everyday, where the rich will give you more of a night look. So I mean, you don't need both. I just chose to get both, but this is more of like every day, and you can go day to night with either palette. The foundation, you guys, I will say it did set down to more of a natural medium full. I mean, it's full coverage. It is buildable, so that's one thing I do like about it. But I do like the natural look that I'm getting. Like, I'm flawless, but I'm not too cakey. I haven't set the face yet, so let me go ahead and get my setting spray. All right, so the setting spray I'm going to use is the Huda Beauty waterproof setting spray. This is her ultra matte finish. It's resting boss face. Now I only use a little bit of this, trust me. The smell, it doesn't bother me anymore. So let's see. I will say keep your eyes and your mouth closed because you can smell it, but I've never had any issues with this. I just don't. I haven't had any issues with it. I've been using it for almost 2 weeks, and it does. I still get the oils that come out, but it's not as extreme as it would be. But I will say that, I mean, will I purchase this again? This will definitely be a no, but I wanted to try it out. So there's your answer to that. Now let's go on. The time is 12:45. There's me and my husband. So I will come back and check with you guys. I'm gonna set my timer to check with you guys back in, let's do 2 hours. So we'll come back and do a check-in for 2 hours from now, and I'm starting the timer, and I'll check in with you guys at 2:45. All right, you guys, so it is 2:45. Let's see, 2:48. So it's 2:48. This is what's been going on. I've honestly been studying because it is a class day for me, but I like the natural, like the glow. I'm loving this, it's natural look. I love that my under eyes are still, you know, set. I do have some fine lines, which you guys know. I will say that even though I did put the powder over into the T-zone, you guys could tell that the only thing really set still without the shine coming through is just my under eye, especially like on this side. I'm not sure what I did. And this side is still set. You can still see my highlight, the blush. I feel like now it's like it's setting. It is, shoot, let's see. Surrey, what's the weather right now?
Here's how it looks right now.
91 degrees. So it's 91 degrees in my area of Los Angeles right now. And I'm playing with my hair. But so 91 degrees. I have been outside doing typical stuff. I'm going to go ahead and set the timer for another 3 hours. It's 2:50, so about 5:30. So let's do about 3 hours, 3.5 hours. Let's see. I'm gonna set my timer because your girl actually has class tonight. So let's go 3 hours in. 3 hours left. That'll give me 5:50, so I can come back to you guys before I start class at 6. That'll work out. So that'll be, let's see, about 5-hour wear test. I'll come back to you guys. I know I usually do these longer, but tonight is a class night for me. Would you guys believe I'm like halfway through my course? If you guys want to see an update on, I'll probably give you guys a life update. But yeah, I don't have any complaints. This is turning out really good. I do need to touch up my lips. The color is still there, but it's not as heavy as I used it before. Nothing's wrong with my eyes, but yeah, nothing else to complain about. I actually really like the overall finish of everything. Concealer is holding up good. Everything is good. Let me know what your thoughts are, because I know that on camera my husband did see it and he couldn't tell a difference. I do like that it's not cakey. I do like that. As far as the primer goes, now you guys get to see how the Huda primer works, because you would think maybe after not even 2 hours of wear I should not have this much glow, and that's a mattifying primer. But yeah, I'm kind of surprised. I'm not surprised by it, because maybe it's more fragrance in that that setting spray. But I'll come back to you guys at 5:50 and give you guys my final thoughts on this foundation, and I want to hear from you guys. What do you guys think? Talk to you later. All right, you guys, so it is 7:03. I actually am in the middle of class, but I wanted to come back and give you guys this final review. So far I think I went about almost 4 hours. So I started this about 12:45. It is 7, so a little bit over 7 hours. And here's the final look. I would say definitely I love this foundation. I do highly recommend getting a sample of this, trying it out like I did, and then doing a full wear test like I did, only because this foundation is expensive. So if you're not really interested in spending money on it, get it at a discount also, which is great, as I recommended this. I am in the shade 15 Neutral, so I do like this. As far as the concealer goes, this didn't budge, it didn't move, it didn't crease, it's set. Now, the concealer, I feel like with concealers, they really have to wow me. And this concealer, it hasn't gave me a wow effect because it is like the first time I'm trying it. So I will be using this more and then coming back to you guys and letting you guys know maybe in a later review or Shop My Stash what I think about it. And if you're wondering, I'm in the shade 15 Dark. I'll list everything down in the description box. The third thing is this powder. I was so skeptical on. I've heard about this powder for so long, and of course you're wondering, like, this shade doesn't even match under my eyes. I did set this in my T-zone. Now I will say I give it up to Charlotte Tilbury because I heard great things about her line, but honestly it was her shade range that did not make me go towards it. I mean, I've had one of her probably cream shadows, but as far as her line itself, it's always been good. But her shade range, I felt like she really needed to expand on. And she really did listen and expand on her shade range. This powder, I do definitely recommend. I will continuously use this powder. I'm actually probably going to throw it in my everyday makeup bag because I set this under my eyes. And I set it in my T-zone, but I think maybe because of the primer I was using, that's why my T-zone is so shiny. But my T-zone always gets shiny. So I feel like nothing's ever going to make it just unshiny, and I haven't blocked. So this powder is definitely a must-have. Now, as far as the lip gloss, this is in shade Unleash Me. I'm actually going to put this in my everyday makeup bag in my purse because this is a great fall color. It's something that you could just throw on if you want to go from day to night, or just have a pop of lip color if you want to do a neutral eye look. Any type of look, this I do like because it wasn't so glossy. It was just enough color on my lips, and I felt like it gave my lips a tint. Now, you guys know the Huda Beauty medium palette. I definitely recommend this. No matter what skin tone, I feel like for women of color, I do agree with my friends that recommended for me to buy this. The medium or the rich could work. It just depends on your preference. But I did like the medium. I've used this and loved it so far. But my overall thoughts with this foundation, it's definitely a must-have. I will be keeping this. I'm actually going to keep everything. Now, one thing I don't recommend is, and I will insert the photo, is the Huda Beauty setting spray. I don't recommend it. I mean, this is 7 hours of wear, and look at what my face has been doing. The smell, you can, it has a smell. The smell smells like the powder, and I returned the powder. But I feel like for it to be such a mattifying setting spray after 7 hours, and it's supposed to be waterproof, it should have combated my oils by now. Correct me if I'm wrong. Leave your thoughts in the description box. But I definitely don't recommend the setting powder from Huda. As far as the Charlotte Tilbury line, I definitely recommend it. Her shade range is on point, and she has definitely expanded. So I do give her kudos for that because I've been watching this line for about 1 to 2 years, and I was kind of like, nothing is a pop-in for me to grab it. But other than that, don't forget to thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe. Talk to you guys later. Bye.